What's up guys, and welcome to FPL Today. I'm your host JNO. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my team for Game Week 37, where we look at how I did in Game Week 36 and what I plan to do for Double Game Week 37 to maximise my points, and hopefully it will help you guys out making your decisions for Game Week 37 and 38. But before we get into the video, if you want to support the channel in any way, check out the links in the description, and also make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new around here, if you love FPL, and also to hit that notification bell to make sure you get my videos in your subscription box. So let's get on with the video, and the first thing we cover in my team, if you're new around here, is the transfers that I made going into Game Week 36. And the transfer I made was Gabriel Jesus at 10.3 million. Now I brought him in because I felt like I didn't have enough Man City coverage. It would have been a better option to bring in Raheem Sterling, but Gabriel Jesus still did return points in the game week where I really needed some players to return some points in. He managed to get 9 points from 1 goal and 3 bonus points, and I'm quite happy to have him going into Double Game Week 37 because at the moment I'm struggling to see some standout options as far as underlying stats for strikers. Of course, lots of people going to go with Harry Kane. Jamie Vardy was one that was very popular to put into sides. Leicester now looking like they have nothing left to play for and aren't that bothered about the rest of the season. Harry Kane not exactly in the form of his life either. So Gabriel Jesus with Sergio Aguero out is a player I'm happy to have. Potentially players like Aubameyang and Lacazette could be good to have, but you've got the rotation issue there. So I went ahead with the Gabriel Jesus transfer a week earlier than I planned, and it did return me 9 points. And it also put Gabriel Jesus in my top performers for the game week. Also alongside him are Mathew Ryan at 4.4 million. He managed to get 6 points from 1 clean sheet. Burnley finally getting a clean sheet. It's been a while. And Harry Kane at 13 million. He got 12 points because he was my captain from 6 points doubled up. He got 1 goal and no bonus points, but the performance wasn't the greatest that he has ever put on in a Tottenham Hotspurs kit. So my team overall, and there was also Vertonghen getting 6 points because of the Spurs clean sheet against Watford, but apart from that everyone got 3 points or less. Maguire getting 0 points, which was really disappointing. Mahrez still not returning. Vardy not returning for once. Lingard did start but didn't get a return. We also had 2 points, 2 points and 1 point on the bench as far as outfield players go. But unfortunately, I left Mathew Ryan on my bench and he picked up a clean sheet. And by the looks of it, some save points. I've not looked at how he got the points because I'm just annoyed that they're on my bench. And with those 10 points on the bench, my game week score was 47 instead of 57. The average was 44, so I was just above the average. But at this tail end of the season, I need to be getting more than just above the average to increase my ranking. Right now, I'm now on 31,724th on 2,122 points overall. Now I want to be top 10k, but it doesn't look likely with 2 game weeks less unless I make some really big moves, which is why I am considering making some drastic changes to really boost my total score and my overall rank, because I would also like to make sure I finish in the top 50 of the FPL Today League, because you know what, it's my league, so I would like to finish quite highly in it. But also I do want to make sure I don't drop out the top 1%, because that's kind of my advertising for the start of a new season. So if I did finish outside the top 1%, I don't feel like I could plug it as much. So 2 minds whether to go safe or to whether risk it and try and get that top 10k finish. But it could be a really big game week for me. That being said, it's going to be a big game week for everyone. So my game week 37 team as it stands, we would probably be playing bench boost. There's a small part of me that may make myself play it in 38, but I severely doubt that. At the moment, we've got Davraka against Watford and Tottenham Hotspurs in Game Week 37. We've got Maguire against West Ham and Arsenal at home. For Leicester, we've got Vertonghen against West Bromwich Albion and Newcastle. We've got Van der Horn against Bournemouth and Southampton. We've got Lingard against Brighton Hove Albion and West Ham. We've got Kennedy against Watford and Spurs. We've got Mahrez against West Ham and Arsenal, the same as Jamie Vardy. We've got Son and Kane, the same as Vertonghen, West Brom and Newcastle. And we've got Jesus against Huddersfield and Brighton Hove Albion. Now, I need more Man City players. I would also like some Arsenal coverage. So those are probably the players I'm going to be looking at. Sterling is probably a nailed on transfer in, It's just figuring out where and who for. Likely Mahrez will be the one making way for him. I would prefer Eriksen or Ali to Son as well. And then, of course, if I'm wanting to bring in an Arsenal player, which Arsenal player am I bringing in? The most likely to score points seem to be Lacazette and Aubameyang, but there's the chance of rotation between the two. And then on the bench, we've got Mathew Ryan against Man United and Man City. Not exactly the best games, but potentially he could get clean sheets and from bonus points and saves, as well as Goodmanson and Loughton with only one game in the game week against Arsenal, and Dummett against Watford and Tottenham Hotspurs. So the easy choices would be to take out Goodmanson and Loughton, because then I could bring in double game week players, but they're not the most expensive, so there wouldn't be expensive transfers in. And if I want Sterling, I can't swap Sterling for Goodmanson because I don't have that kind of cash in the bank. So potential transfers, and the reason I'm so gung-ho with Sterling is because I believe right now Sterling and Jesus are the best options for the double game week, and I fear for my rank if I don't have both of them. Sterling at 9 million in the last 6 game weeks has had 5 starts, has scored 3 goals, has got a minute per chance at 20.3 minutes. He's got a minute per chance created at 37 minutes. He's actually also sitting on, although it's not on the graphic, 6 assists in the last 6 game weeks, and his goal involvement is at 56%. So I feel like him and Gabriel Jesus are the players I need in my side for this double game week. So guys, that is it for this episode of My Team. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you get my videos in your subscription box. Check out all the links in the description if you want to support the channel. And if this video goes out on Tuesday, we should be going live tonight, so feel free to join me at 8:30 PM, where you can ask me whatever you want about Fantasy Premier League, and even some questions outside of it if you are that interested in my life. With that being said, I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.